ya mwisho mpaka mahali wakapewa chakula. So don't worry. Hello? Angalia mtu mwambie unafaa kwa live. Wako live? Ni watu wangapi wana watch? Chira! Brian! Chira! Brian! Chira! Chira! Brian! Chira! Brian! Thank you. Clear the way. Clear the way. Tafadhali. Mwili kiweko hapo, tunaketi chini sisi ama tunapanda juu ya mti. Haleluya. Tafadhali kindly. Haya, pole pole tu. Tutakubaliana tukimaliza tutarudi huko sisi wote, okay? David, pole haraka.
And
a moment of silence for Chira kindly.
Take it. Life. And you people don't be too quick to judge. Don't be too quick to write negative comments. Sometimes we go through a lot. And my way to vent it out is when I go live on TikTok. That is why sometimes I feel like I am more. My name is Chira. Yes. Happy birthday, MC Chris. I love you. Hey, look at me. Chris.
Tugakwira Jehova utuhe kiambiriria kiega gitagati ona kirikiriro. Ngai mwega ona riria turirikiriria no turicokia ngatho na tukwire wewe Ngai mwega.
Nangu naitwa MC Chris Kirubi Junior. Nitakuwa mwelekezi wenyu katika ratiba ya saa hii. Sijui kama Ilagosa ako huku. Ilagosa Junior. Justina. Kuja kunisaidia hapa. Unatumia nguvu kuinua vitu ambazo hazifai. Songa huko mbele. Unisaidie.
I can never say rest in peace, Chira. You only tell somebody who was sick, rest in peace. Rest in peace when it's for the sick. But I can tell you, Tom, you go well.
Wale watu ambao niona hapa leo sitamini machangu. Na ni kwa sababu ya ile influence ambayo ndugu yetu amekuwa nayo. Yangu ni kumwombea Mungu akaweza kuilaza roho yake malipema. Na mimi nataka niambie mama Shosha kwamba mimi kama mheshimiwa mbunge najua nitaungana na mheshimiwa Mchomba ako hapa Mchomba na nitaongea naye tuone vile tunaweza kusaidia.
Kanisa ikiendelea hali ya kawaida itarudi. Wacha tupatie tu. Wacha iende. Dakika moja tu. Wapi makofi ya tile kwa?
He was a grandson to S. Njeri, nephew to Regina Njoki, and the late Alice Njoki Chira. Brian Chira Wamboi was a beloved cousin to Ian Mreithi, Ryan Chira, Seziwa Chira, and Sophia Njeri. Education. The late Brian Chira started his education at Sanjo Academy in 2003. He later transferred to Precious Sight Academy in the year 2013, where he served for his KCPE in the year 2014. During this time as Precious Sight Academy, He was a class prefect and later became the school head boy. In 2016, he later joined Kumbu Boys High School, where he continued his excellent performance. And at Kumbu Boys High School, he led the school to great levels in drama, and he was awarded the certificate by the Department of Basic Education and the Best Actor Meru Region. Church life. The late Brian Chira Wamboi was baptized in the year 2003 at PCA Kagwe. He had a very active church life. He was very active in Sunday school. In his teenage life, the late Brian Chira Wamboi joined the Boys and Girls Brigade, where he served with passion. He was later confirmed and welcomed to partake in the Lord's table in the year 2014. All through his school life, Brian Chira Wamboi was a very committed member of the Christian Union. Initiation. In line with our Kikuyu customs, the late Brian Chira Wamboi was circumcised in the year 2014 and joined the Jubilee age group. Work life. The late Brian Chira was a very hardworking man and a great passion for beauty since his early age. In the year 2020, he found interest in beauty in the year 2020, he found more interest in pursuing beauty therapy and nail technology, where he learned the manicuring and pedicuring. Early 2024, Brian Chira Wamboi opened a nail spa at Banana, where his clients enjoyed his services. Social life. All through his life, the late Brian Chira Wamboi was a comical young man since his early age. In December 2022, the late Brian Chira came to the public limelight after witnessing an accident. Brian Chira Wamboi later joined the content creator space to his demise. He was a very active TikTok user, and his username in all social media platforms was Chira Brian Chira. He will be remembered by many for his very famous face. My name is Chira. I'm Brian Chira. Na kama wewe si pesa, huwezi lipea stress. He was the founder of Chira Clan and a friend of many. Demise. The late Brian Chira Wamboi enjoyed good health and was actively involved in daily activities. In the early hours of Saturday the 16th March, Brian Chira Wamboi met his untimely death and went to be with his maker. He died at the age of 23. Rest in peace, son of Wamboi, till we meet again. Romans 8:18, yet we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory he will reveal to us. Thank you very much.
Brian was a very jolly human being. Brian was very active. He was a fighter. Brian never let it go. He was always there to make sure that ends meet. He could not take any opportunity without talking about his family, and most especially the grandmother and the two cousins. We will miss Brian as his friends. We are praying that the Lord of all creation may give their family solace and comfort at this time. Shosho, kindly receive tributes from Madam President Nyako. Receive tributes from all the way in USA. Big Daddy sent his tributes. Receive tributes from Cielo Queen. Receive tributes from Rosso. Receive tributes from every person whose life was touched by Brian's sayings. Yes, we are his friends. We thank you for allowing Brian to share his life with us, and may God give you peace. To Brian Chira, good night, Chira. Good night, founder of Chira Clan. We loved you, but heaven loves you more. Thank you.
My name is Ian, and I'll give the tribute from the cousins. Chira was not just but a cousin. He was a brother and a friend. We shared a lot of sweet memories and enjoyed a lot when he was around. He was all you would ask for a big brother. He was a strong believer in family and its importance. He always reached out and wanted to know how each of us was doing. A big pillar in our family has fallen. We are going to miss you a lot. We are trusting God to heal our hearts with time. Rest well until we meet again. Kuz. Thank you.
My name is Regina Njoki Chira, auntie ya Brian, and I'll start reading my tribute. Brian Chira is my nephew, born of my firstborn sister. He's the only child and a loving son. He was very obedient and kind. Something unique about Brian Chira was his love for God. And every time in our conversation, the parting lines was, "Auntie, remember to pray for me." One day, when his cousin Sophia was sick, I saw the leadership and support system character in him. He took over the following up of Sophia's medication and attended every doctor's briefing. Brian Chira never gave up in life. He was hardworking and even caring. Brian Chira was a jewel to our family. He was very neat and organized. I remember how he used to wash my house anytime he visited. He was also a good cook. His favorite dish was kienyeji chicken, and that is what he craved the most. In our last conversation, he promised that I should come over the Easter holiday so that he can make my nails. I'll miss you, my son. I believe he's resting with angels. We will meet at Jesus' feet someday. Rest well, Brian. Rest well, my son.
Was my first grandson, born by my first born daughter. My daughter Sophia Wambui Chira. My daughter left Brian under my care at the age of 8 years. I took him to church and taught him the way of God. Brian was my best friend since childhood. He was supportive, and anytime he was able to provide. Brian has been providing for us. Brian obedient and responsive. He could wash clothes, clean the house, take care of his cousins and the home. His greatest wish was to see us settled in a big modern house and have our own compound. He always wished the best for me. Brian made many sacrifices for me. He was in school but realized that I was struggling to raise his younger cousins. He opted to quit his studies to enable him make ends meet for us. Brian always made random visits at home. On his last visit, which was on 9th March, we talked more about our family. He wished I knew how he was in the society, and now I have realized who he is. Brian is a star. Brian has left a big void in our life. I prayed that God may lift strong and vibrant ones in one of my grandchildren. Brian always asked me to love him how he was, and with all his fault, I loved him. I remembered on his admission day at Kabbalah University, the aunties told him that the school fees that was paid was a debt, and he will take care of his children's school fees. A year later, the aunties died. Brian always remembered this, and that's why he was working hard always to take care for his cousins. My grandson, I loved you since you came to our life and to your last breath. I will surely miss you. Say hi to your mom, Sophia, and Alice. May you find peace. Huroka Uhoro, Brian. Huroka Uhoro, Brian is loved, but God loved him most. My prayer is that we remain faithful to God, and he will always keep his promise to us. I dedicate this song to you.
Nĩariũkaga gũtũrora Mwathani, nĩariũkaga gũtũrora Mwathani, Ngai wa Isiraeli nĩariũkaga, twatũra tũrĩ ehokeku nĩariũkaga.
Thank you so much.
Mimi naitwa Lady Jacqueline. I am a TikTok content creator and also a TikTok star. Now, I know Brian Chira as a wonderful friend of mine. Alikuwa anakuja sana kwa platform yangu, and he was just wonderful. He was just a wonderful young man. I've seen how much people have showed up for him. You know, venye watu wame show up for Brian. It's been wonderful. Wenye wana watch kwa live on TikTok, I wish mungeona kenye kinaendelea hapa. it is like a member of parliament has passed on. I mean, the magnitude of people, you know, the number of cars and the reporters, you know, it's incredible. That shows how much he touched people's lives. I'm standing here as a representation of all TikTokers in the diaspora. I've come from the United Kingdom, London, so I'm really, really grateful for giving me this opportunity to pass my love and gratitude to this family from all TikTokers around the world. We loved Brian so much. He was like, for me, he was like a son. You know, whenever he came, we gossiped, you know, we charazad with him. He was just wonderful. And Brian, we will dearly miss you. We loved you in life, and we will love you in death. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Bye-bye.
Constituency, lakini wengi wenu mnanijua kama shocho wa ngano cha Karatina. Na shocho wa kule Auntie Boss kutoka America, Massachusetts. Na Auntie kule Churchill show. Hakuna mrcha mafaya. Na kule kwa machachali ule mwalimu wa baha. Nilimchalaza nikavuja mkono wa maniaje. Tahidi hai de shocho wa asili. Kwa ithagarene ole ndeira moganga. Kwa Central Cinema ni mama yakamuhujia. Ole ngana cia Karatina ne shocho. Na sasa tulikuwa tumecheza ingine hapa. Inaitwa Pink Ladies. Tukiwa na Aziat, Chicks Kapiaga, Daria Shaga na wengine Ramba TV. Unaona sasa lazima tuwakilishe Brian hapa. Kama angekuwa hapa angesema hayo mambo yote. Ama ni aje? Lazima tuende nayo. Lazima tukue vijana, tukue watoto. Kwa maana Brian alikodisha nyumba na mama yake 9 months. Hakuna siku alisema Arsenal ya Man ya Argentina Messi. Akasema mepa lakini akafanywa eviction akatokeleza after 9 months. Lakini leo umetuacha tusome aje maze? Poa sana. Maana aje? What do we say? Kama ni watoto tungesema tuonane nao siku yetu ikifika ya kuja biguni, lakini si sasa Brayo. Poa sana. Haleluya. Ndio yakategi haleluya. Sudu.
We will not forget how you lit our days on your passionate live streams. Your efficacious content and charismatic interviews. We will never forget your phrases that encouraged us and always made us moving. Chira, you told us, kama mtu si pesa, asije akatupea stress. And in case they do, you always said, how hawana maisha. We will not forget the many times we cried together, Brian, fought together and won together. Indeed, we've lost a colleague and a pillar to Kenyan TikTok and social spaces in general. Brian, you are gone, but you leave behind a rich legacy of content that will be celebrated by people today and generations to come. Your funny moments will forever live as memories in our hearts. Rest in peace, champion. Rest in peace, Chira. Brian Chira. Thank you.
Enda. Así tutakimbia.